Good evening, my dear brothers, sisters, and friends. Today is Friday, September the 13th, 2013. We are having our weekly meditation sessions. How was your day? Everything smoothly? Nothing bad luck? That's good. This morning when I aware today is Friday the 13th, there was the beginning of the meditation session that I used to remind the Sangha every week how to sit and follow your breath. Because every week we always have some newcomer. So that's why I used to give some basic guidelines. How to maintain your breath along with your time that you are sitting, in order to help us to be mindful at the present moment. We used to create some positive words that able to help you to quiet your mind and make your mind more peace, more joy, and more happiness. The society now is very stressful. We have lots of things to stress about family, financial situation, at work, many other things, relationship. Every day I have received phone calls and emails and letters from people around North America, also in Australia, in Vietnam, and they express a lot of their difficulties in order to search for the help. So therefore, the minute that we sit down to breathe and to practice meditation is very important, because we have very limited of time. So try not to sit there for nothing. Try not to sit there to continue to worry, to wonder, but use that 40 minutes to sit, to relax, and make that 40 minutes very meaningful. Compare to the whole week. Some of you may have time to do your daily meditation, but some of you don't. And some of you are able to make 10 or 15 minutes every day. But some of us here, we totally have no time to practice at home. And then we try to come to Fridays, but not always. Sometimes we can make it and sometimes we don't. And even we can make every week, and sometimes we're able to sit fully 40 minutes in peace, but sometimes we have fully 40 minutes with no peace. Sometimes we have 20 minutes of peace and 20 minutes of worries. So if you sit down and you calculate, and you will see that very less time that we're able to sit and relax, really. So therefore, I really appreciate and honor the time that we together and sit. That's why when we come to the meditation hall, or when we need to leave the meditation hall, make sure you leave the hall properly in order to support for someone who's still sitting. Last example, while you're sitting, you need to go downstairs to use the washroom or to do something. Stand up slowly, very mindfully. You bow to the seat and you find which way to walk that you don't bother the others. So the best way is to walk behind someone, not to walk in front, and try not to walk too fast, as slowly as you can, in order to support for the Sangha, for the one who's still sitting. And if you come late, there's nothing to be rushed, already late. So just walk slowly to the empty seat, bow and sit down. And you know that meditation is not only when you sit on the cushion. Soon you step into the temple, or soon you arrive at the door, you already practice mindfulness. You're mindful to take your step upstairs. You're mindful to sit down. You're mindful on every single thing you do. So even myself, I invite the bell. I also invite with my mindfulness. I must hold a stick. I must calm myself with my breath, and then I invite the sound of the bell. I don't just grab the stick and then hit the bell, but I also lift the stick mindfully and make sure I have enough concentration before I invite the bell. So let's say when you want to cook, you also walk into your kitchen, open the fridge, and what do? You take a look to see what you have there. And after you see few vegetables, few things, and then the concentration will help you to make the ingredients. Oh, I have bell pepper, I have tofu, I have this. I will make vegetarian or stir-fry noodles or whatever. But the minute you quiet yourself and to put things together as the menu you want, the concentration is right there. So before we cook, we also have the concentration. When the one who have mindfulness on their cooking, they use only 1 or 2 pots or 1 or 2 baskets. They can wash the vegetables and they can cook few dishes with only 2 dishes, only 2 pans or 2 pots. They don't need to take everything out from the kitchen to use. Before, what is that? They have contemplation. They have concentration. What are they doing? Which one is first? Which one is second? And how to split things in half so they can use in the same basket. The one who do things with rushing, they are unable to maintain what they want to do. They just back and forth, but nothing complete. And sometimes they just waste their time, waste their energy, and if they do drive their car, they do waste their gas. So every morning, before I need to go somewhere, I need to list in my mind how many places I want to go and where are they. So make sure I on the one road, and then I come back without come back and forth. And you know, sometimes we lose our mindfulness. And this week, we need to go to Westlock to do something, and we need to pick up one of the senior, and I've totally forgot how to put things in order. So we need to use 2 people to do 2 things, but they're on the same way. Actually, one person can do both, but you know, when I receive the news and I just quickly make the decision, try to solve the problem, no concentration. And after everything halfway done, and I realize, why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? So even we talk about mindfulness concentration often. But what is that? We only talk about, but we don't practice about. So I always remind about that. Explanation or philosophy totally different than the reality. Sometimes we try to dream about the place that we want to go. But after we arrive there, everything normal. And maybe our dream completely vanish. And do not forget that everywhere is the same, every day is the same. As long as we are mindful to live, then we will enjoy daily. Do not expect everything have to be different, everything have to be exactly like your dream. Because dream always different than the reality. Even we say, oh, my dream comes true. That is only the statement that make us a little bit happy, a little bit satisfied. But actually, they are not exactly. One of the gatha, one of the words that I recommend the Sangha try to learn, memorize and practice. And that is the words about waking up. Waking up this morning, I smile. 24 hours, 24 brand new hours before me. I vow to live fully in each moment and look at the beings with the eyes of compassion. You can write these words down and leave it somewhere that you're able to see it every morning when you wake up. Wake up this morning, I smile. 24 brand new hours are before me. I vow to live fully each moment and look at the beings with the eyes of compassion. We have 24 hours a day, and we should use each hour as a brand new hour. Or we should say, every moment is a new moment. Every day is a new day. That's why we used to declare, today is September the 13th, or today is September the 12th. Why we need to declare that each day? To inform, today is not yesterday. Today is not tomorrow. Today is today. Exactly as the date. Inform that. That's why every day, every time when you see the monk, when they kneel down, when they offer the incense, and one of the things that they used to say most of their ceremony, today is such a day. Like today, August the 1, September the 1, we are getting together as a Sangha and present ourselves in front of the Buddha to celebrate whatever day. We vow to recite the Buddha's name, chanting prayers, and we vow to offer whatever merit we able to cultivate, and we offer to the world, the parents, the Sangha, etc. So you will question, while the monks kneel down and offer the incense, and what did they say? Hôm nay là ngày whatever. To inform the present moment. When we cultivate and look back, we look back at our life and we see that in a very difficult time, we have the way to solve the problem. We have the solution. We have a friend beside us. That is the fortunate. I remember I have learned I read the article and one of the paragraph that I remember. When you're drunk, you will know who you love. When you're sick, you will know who loves you. When you success, your friend will know who you are. And when you fall down, you will know who is your friend. Is that true? Because sometimes you try to say you love someone, but when you are awake, your words may be not from your real heart. You just say it to make someone happy. But when you're in a drunk, something in your heart will, whatever you say, it may be the true statement. When you're drunk, you know who you love. At that time, the person right in front of you, you don't call her name, but you will call someone else's name that's in your mind for a long time. And that happened a lot. Sometimes in your dream, you yell out someone's name, but your wife never knows. Or your girlfriends never know. When you're sick, the one who come to support you, the one who come to help you, and you will know who is really care for you. When you success, of course, people, before you success, nobody know who you are. But after you success, your friend will know who you are. But when you fall down, you will know who is your friend. And the Buddha have mentioned a good friend a lot of time during his teaching. Choose a good friend. Avoid bad friends. Friends that influence us. Because we are not strong enough, we are not mindful enough to inform what is correct and what is not correct. And sometimes we are unable to see that all the time. So if we are not that wise and try to find someone that's able to give us the good influence. I remember I read a story called 1.5 Friends. And right now, the Vietnamese community, they used to make this kind of a short story as a cartoon for the kids to watch. And they call Gifts for Life. The kids should watch these kind of cartoons. And each clip only 3 minutes, and the maximum is 5 minutes. And many, many beautiful clips give us a lot of lecture and things to think about. There was a man who wanted to help his son to find a real friend. He said, "You in trouble now. You in a big trouble. You involved with the law. So now the police try to catch you. So you better find a way to escape, to run and search for help." So one day he knocked on one of his friend's door and say, "My friend, I in trouble. Can you please help me?" The other friend shocked. "Really? I'm unable to help you, but I'm guaranteed I won't tell them where are you. I have something to help you. I can give you some money and please run. Don't stay here." He paid respect and he said, "No thanks. I need to go now." And he left. He knocked on another friend's door. He explained the same. And the friend turned around and asked the son of his, exchange the rope. So the police will thought the other one is him. He is the other one. He told his son, "You take off your clothes and give to my friend, because I want to help my friend." And he kneel down and he bowed to the friend. "Now I found the fully friend. The other one is only half." It's a friend that guarantee not to harm you, but not completely help you, but the one who willing to sacrifice their life, their future to help you. It's a real friend. In one of the sentence that we used to remind, when you eat your daily meal, you must have a bowl of soup. Your daily life, you must have a friend. We like a bowl of soup every single meal. Then we should have a friend. But make sure this friend able to support us. Sometimes you come to the temple. If you can go with your brother, your sister, and your friend, it's more support. Because we practice together, always more happy. So if you look back to your life and you know that you have a friend, that's happy. I remember when the first two new boys, they registered to their new school, and on their very first day of school, when they come back home, and the first question I asked them, "How was your day? You okay at school? Do you have any friend yet?" I said, "Yeah, I have one friend." I said, "Wow, only just the first day you already make one friend. That's good." But make sure what kind of friend we should talk and we should. Sometimes friends we just socialize, cannot share. But sometimes there are friends we're able to share. Friends who sit still, listen, and advice. The Buddha gave a lot of explanation, a lot of qualities about good friends. We already learned and talked about in the past. So today we just remind. Lately, I have a lady from Vietnam. She used to call me every morning. Just about a week after, she cried and she said, Thầy, I'm sorry for bother you for a week already because I have no one to talk. I know that I bother you every early morning, but I did not dare to tell you the truth. So after a week, you were very patient with me. You know why? Because she used a free phone call, so it's always disconnect after few words, and she called back like 10 or 20 times every morning. Disconnect, she called back, and when I pick up the phone, just 2 or 3 words, disconnect again. And for a week like that. So after a week, she realized the patience of mine, and now she think I'm able to listen to her. Before I come out here with the Sangha, I have an email from a lady in Korea. She's a Vietnamese. She married a Korean man, and they have lot of problems back to her family side. And she said, for 5 years, I just hide a lot of things in me. I'm unable to speak even a word to my friends, to my family, because I'm sure my family side, they never listen to me, they never trust me, they never believe me, they only want money from me. And you know that, imagine, if we live in this life and we hold so many things inside and there is no way and no one for us to share. So we're very fortunate to have someone that we're able to share. And that is a pleasure. That is one of the happiness. Learn to accept what we have. Learn to justify with what we have. And that also one of the beautiful way, one is the happy way to please us, to make us happy. There was a rich man who have lot of money, but he always sad. And one day he sit in front of the whole suitcase of money, and he cried and he said, how come I'm not happy? Is there anyone who can show me someone can make me smile? I'm willing to give all the money I have. So one day he made the decision that he want to travel around and ask that, is there any place they sell happiness so he can come and buy? And after he traveled around and he couldn't find anyone who able to show him where to buy happiness. And suddenly he met a lodger. And this poor man walked on the street, and he said, he stopped that man and he asked, you live in this area, you must know where is the place where they sell happiness. Can you show me so I can come and buy? And this poor man looked at him and said, why you not happy? He said, yeah, I don't know why, I have lot of money, but I cannot smile, I cannot happy. So if anyone can make me laugh, anyone can make me happy, I'm willing to give all of this. He said, what is that? Oh, this is my whole wagon of gold, of money. If you can make me smile, this is yours. And that poor man said, I'm not sure is that the real money inside or not. He said, if you don't trust me, you can jump up and take a look. So this poor man jumped up, turned on the motor, and he ran away. This rich man tried to chase after, hey, give me back my money. And that man gone. He sit, he cries, oh my God, that's my whole life. I tried to save it. Now in 1 minute, I lost everything. He cried and cried and cried. After an hour, that poor man come back. He saw his money and he come and hug and say, oh, this is what I want. You so happy. He laughed and he's so happy. And this poor man said, now I can make you happy, huh? I can make you laugh. And he would say, oh, that means I have to pay all of this to you? He said, no, I don't want that. I just want to make you to know. Okay? When you lost something, you unhappy. But when you have something in your hand, you are not appreciate. But when you lose it, you try to cry. Make sure you know. Now you see your money back and you smile and you wish to keep this, and you know, something in your hand, something within your capacity is the happiness. Let's meditate on what we have lose every day in our daily life. And last week I mentioned, when we lose our time, why don't we regret? When we lose our life, why don't we regret? But when we lose money, we regret. But we forgot that money we can refine, but time cannot refine. Youth cannot refine. The relationship cannot refine. So when we still have a good relationship, happy with it, appreciate. Things gone, you cannot take it back. When we come near to the death, and you will see, if you have a chance to visit people who come near to the death, they are very frightened. Look like they see something. They're screaming, they're yelling, and sometimes they talk. And they will ask someone beside them, you see that? A lot of people? And what is that? At that moment, all the things we have done when we are alive, now it's come back and show like a video. So everything we have done is recorded. Where did they record it? In our memories. So when we come to the last minute, it's the end of the videotape and automatically it's rewind. It's rewind. Have you ever used a VCR? When you watch a video and it's come to the end of the tape, it's automatically rewind. So if you see someone at the hospital and they come near to the death and they have some signs like that, and you should know, those are all the karmas. Another word, those are all the things they have done, whether good or bad. If it's bad, then we'll frighten them. If it's good, we'll calm and peace them. That's very normal to every one of us. So therefore, what can we do? So if we need to prepare for ourselves when we come near to that point. Every day we come back and contemplate, how do I live that call I vow to live fully in each moment? What is called fully, and how do you know it's full? Completely do things within your capacity. Wholeheartedly do something for someone. We try the best, but we have no expect. If someone needs help, if you think you're able to help within your capacity, wholeheartedly do it for them. And you are not sure what can you do for them, or can you make them satisfied. Don't worry about that. The thing we need to practice on is, did we try the best? The same as when we go to school. The teacher always say, try your best. The teacher will realize, have you tried your best to solve your problem or not? Don't bring your empty, unfinished homework and show the teacher, so I don't know how to do it. The teacher never likes to see that. Right? They like to see what did you try and how did you try. Even you have the wrong answer, but they still see all your written, all your things you have done there. Do not leave it blank. Because when you leave it blank, that means you did not try it. You just read it, you don't understand, and you just leave it. You did not try to understand. And sometimes you say, something wrong with this. This does not make sense. No way. It does not make sense for you. It does not make sense for everyone. But we used to inform. This question is not correct because we don't know how to do it. When it's already appear on the test, that means they already informed and they have the answer. We never try, we never know. So our practice is wholeheartedly live and do things for others. And that is called fully living. How do we know it's full? What proof it's full? When you have done your best. With my students, I always try my best to do something for them, to support them as much as I can. And I remember this summer retreat, there was a young boy who come and cried with me. Thầy, now I left. Now when I grow up, I have involved with the society, with people outside, and now I have realized how much you love me when I come to learn with you. And while I'm staying with you, I never see that because I always think you try to give us hard time. But when I live with others, totally different with how you treat me. And I can see when you treat me, you treat with your love without any expectation in return. But when I deal with the others, I can see the expectation on them, that what they have done for me, they request that I need to return. But the love of the teacher, of the parents, of our relatives, unconditional. An uncle, when the uncle take care for his nephews, no expectation. An auntie, when they take care for their niece, they never expect anything on their niece. Because the auntie is like the mother. The uncles are like the father. They do their role exactly the same. As the teacher plays 3 roles: mother, father, the teacher. So when I contemplate back, did I live based on the teachings of the Buddha? I vow to live fully in each moment. You know, every week, like the weekend, I have to leave the temple for a lecture or retreat in somewhere else. Before I leave, I must prepare everything at the temple, so the monks and the nuns will know what's going on and what to do. I prepare everything. I leave everything back. So when the ceremony comes, they know what to do. So when I leave freely because I know that everything has been set. And sometimes you need to go somewhere. You also do the same. You need to prepare food for your kids, or you need to leave back the notes, what they should do. If people come and question me, Thầy, you are so young, and how can you do a lot of work like building temples, practice center, and you have a lot of community and young monks to take care. I can see you have tons of things to work on every day. I said, well, I always talk with the Buddha. Buddha, I come here to work for you. And I try to follow your steps, to work for the sake of others. And if you see my heart, support me. So to me, I try to do everything within my capacity, and everything is how much is success is not my power. It's not in my hand. The successful or unsuccessful is not my power, based on the condition. So we have our Friday class since 1997. I remember September 1997. Up to now, how many years? And I always tell, if one person still come to Friday, we still come out here and sit and practice together. And one day, nobody come and we are free. Any week you still come, I will come and sit with you. The Sangha will come as the community to sit together. Try to free your heart. You want to do a lot, but remember, something within your capacity. And don't worry how much you can do, how it's turned out. If you have mindful on your work, if it's not completely 100%, at least 80%, because you have done it with your mindful contemplation. Sometimes you walk on the street, or you walk in the garden. few tiny flowers on the street. They are beautiful, but we forgot. We used to pay attention to some flowers. They have the name, like the roses, carnation, lilies, many other famous flowers. But we forgot the wild one. They're also very beautiful. Mindfulness will help us to see and appreciate everything. You know, every day I see people come to temple even for prayers or to help, small thing. But in my heart, I appreciate them all. Like this morning, there was a young friend about 18 years old. And he thought that he just come to pay respect to the Buddha in a short time and then he leave. But when he stepped in and he saw the monks are doing the chanting, he kneeled down and he followed. I'm standing at the back. He attended for an hour, full service. But I know when he walked in, he just planned for a few minutes. But when he saw and he can feel the chanting, the practice, he stayed there for an hour. So you can see that sometimes you do things without any expectation, but wholeheartedly you do it. You may attract and you may influence people in some way. You never know. So do not refuse to do good things anytime as you can. Because your good things, your good deeds will benefit people in many ways. Like a wildflower. We dig the pond in Westlock Center, and we never think we will fill up the water there, and we never know how many years that we will have water there. But you know what? Only one winter, lot of snow, fill that pond, and then since that we always have lot of water in the summertime. A good word we speak up still can benefit people. So never refuse to do good things, and always very careful on our mistakes, even small. Let's say you drop off a nail, small, but that may cause one vehicle, because that nail drop out, the other car come and step on. They may pay to fix their wheel. A broken bottle you did not sweep clearly, you may cut someone. That happen always sometime at the temple. Like when someone break a dish, they did not grab the broken dishes properly, they just throw in the garbage bin. And sometimes someone need to dump the garbage, they use the hand to pull down and they cut the finger. And every time when I learn that, I show people, you see, a broken jar you did not grab properly, you put in the garbage bin. Look like everything is done, everything is safe. But life cannot tell. That may cut someone's finger. So be careful about your daily karma. That is how we explain the word I vow to live fully in each moment. Fully means before you do, you contemplate. Sometimes after I did something, without carefully, I few steps away, and then I remember, if this not do properly, something will happen. I come back and fix it and make sure it's stable, solid, and safety. Especially, I always remind this to my young brothers and sisters. And I know they are my young brothers and sisters. Their life is too long. They still have a long life to walk on. And my responsibility is to remind them what I experienced. I have a lot of students. Now they get married. When they're happy, they never call me. When I look at my telephone display and I saw their number and I know something, when I pick up the phone and I talk and I will heard their problems. But I'm still happy because when they have problems, they still think of me. And they think that I'm there, willing to listen to them. And even I cannot try, I cannot do anything, but I'm willing to help them as much as I can. There was a lady in Calgary, very sick, and she refused to eat. Yesterday night, the husband called me and said, Thầy, I need you to talk to my wife, and she did not respond me, she did not eat. He has to use the earphone and plug in her ear and let me talk on the phone. I said, lady, please eat if you love your husband. Just about a few words, she willing to eat. And today she refused to eat, he called me again. And you can see what is my day like for the full day. Phone call, emails, and a lot of things that come to me. And I realize my day is not wasted. So 4 things I mentioned today. A good friend we have. Justify what we have. Look back at our karma and learn to live fully. May we all practice well and at peace. Have a good weekend. Thank you for your listening. Please massage your legs.